Hello, it's Oren Prunken, and today I want to talk to you about who you should learn your marketing and sales from. Now, I saw an ad on seek.com seeking a lecturer in marketing. Now, I have Google Alerts set up for a whole bunch of stuff, and it's not that I'm looking for any marketing and teaching work, because I do a lot of marketing teaching myself, but it's just interesting to see what the market is doing and who, quote unquote, competition, although they're not competition at all. And so I read this ad for a marketing lecturer role, and what they were looking for that stood out to me was they were looking for someone that had a PhD in marketing. That was an essential requirement, and it kind of baffled me that that was the case. Now, I've done lecturing at a university level undergraduates for 5 years. I've taught undergrads first, second, and third years, and I have been topic coordinator. So I've actually designed curriculums for undergrad degrees, and I've been the sole lecturer for quite a few different topics, particularly through innovation, a bit of law topics, but mainly around business for law, technology law, and a whole bunch of innovation topics around new product launches and just general innovation, creativity, designing new products. So I would classify both of those are definitely in the marketing space. Now, I have a higher education degree beyond a bachelor's degree. I actually have a graduate certificate in legal practice, and that allows me to go to the highest court in South Australia, the Supreme Court, and I can practice law there. So I have a qualification that is beyond a bachelor's degree, just like a PhD. So it's not the same level as a PhD. Don't get me wrong, I'm not conflating the two. It's not even the level of a master's degree, but I do have a qualification that is beyond bachelor's degree, which allows me to teach undergrads. Now, why am I explaining this, and where am I going with this? Now, over my experience over those last 5 years in teaching, I have noticed there are 3 different skill sets that people have within this space. Now, the first one is teaching skill set. The next one is a practitioner's skill set, and then the third one is a theorist's skill set. Now, all of these are completely separate skill sets, and they do not overlap. Now, why I'm explaining this is because they are looking, this job ad on Seek for a marketing lecturer is looking for someone that has a PhD, a theorist, as an essential requirement. Now, don't get me wrong, I'll talk about theories just in a minute and the value of them, but a teacher, a lecturer, their main requirement should be someone that can teach. That is the only thing that matters. No, they don't need to have theoretical knowledge. No, they don't even need to have practical knowledge. All they need to do is be able to teach and communicate ideas from their head into other people's heads to change someone's belief around how the world looks. And when they can do that, knowledge has been transferred. It doesn't need to be facts and information. All it needs to do is change their beliefs around what the world looks like and how the world operates. And that is the purpose of education. Now, if that teacher has experience, practical experience, fantastic. If that teacher has theoretical knowledge, fantastic, but they are separate skill sets. That teacher has both practical and theoretical knowledge. That is the trifecta. That's probably the best teacher. Now, on the flip side, if you've got a practitioner who has no teaching ability, they are fantastic at their job, at marketing, at selling, but they have no idea of how to communicate what they know. They are consciously incompetent in their teaching abilities. It does not matter. You can have the best person in any particular field, but they cannot teach. They should not be in a teaching role. Vice versa, you can have someone that is the best theorist, and they cannot communicate those theories to someone else. In other words, being a teacher, they should not be in a role. And what I'm going with this is that this lecturer the position they are looking for that is asking for a PhD essential, if that person cannot teach, that essential higher education qualification does not matter. Now, if you can get those three skill sets, that trifecta, that is the best person you should be learning anything from, but particularly because this episode is around who should be learning your marketing from, that is the best person. The number one qualification they should have, and I'm putting qualifications in quotation marks here, is that they can teach and they can communicate and they can get ideas from their head into your head in a way that sticks and makes the way you look at the world change and be different. And then if you can add theory or that practical experience, which in my opinion is just as good, particularly in marketing, just as good, you are onto a winner. But if you can combine all three, that is the very best person you can learn any skill set but marketing from. So next time you are trying to learn anything, but particularly marketing or sales, I want you to first look at someone that is a great teacher. Then I want you to look at if they can draw on their practical experience or they can draw on theories. Doesn't really matter, but if you can draw on all three, that is the person you should be picking to learn from, because you are going to get to where you want to go, I beg your pardon, with becoming a better marketer or a seller because of that. So hope this is useful. Until we talk next time, I hope you have a fantastic day. I'm off to the gym and we'll talk soon. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening, and if you like what was on here and want more, please go to orenprunken.com.